Let's see what Phoebe wants.
You've done it, Claudina. Truly excellent work.
Phoebe, we have a visitor.
Ah, hello. You're rather strapping, aren't you? If you're here about
Strapping?
the traps, there's no need to worry. Claudina fixed them right up. She's really quite good at this. I can almost guarantee that they won't trip anyone else today.
What are the traps for?
Spirits, of course. Ideally, the ones that have been terrorizing these poor people. My mentor, Claudina, and I are supernatural specialists. We've been given the important responsibility of investigating Blackreach's disappearing miners.
Have you found anything? And like by anything, I mean like all the Dwemer, constructions, the Falmer, etc.
Not yet, but I know we're close. We've hit a few
Vampires.
things, but if we just had a little more time,
Reach wishes.
and maybe a set of extra hands. You look very clever. I'm sure if you joined us, we'd solve this in no time. Interested? Claudina would reward you.
Okay, what needs to be done?
We identified a few spots with reported spiritual activity. Here, take Claudina's notes. The hope is that placing traps here will increase our chances of capturing an entity and figuring out what happened to the missing miners. Exciting, right?
Oh, what do you think happened to him?
I'm not sure. I used to try and guess the conclusions of our cases, but I was almost always wrong. Claudina says not to speculate too early. Each case is different and requires a different approach. I hope the missing people are safe at any rate.
Where are you exactly?
Me? Oh, I'm practically no one. I'm just a mage that never really fit in anywhere. That is, until I heard of Claudina's exploits. I've always been obsessed with her work, so I tracked her down and begged her to take me on as her assistant.
Ah, you're a little bit Yandere. What's Claudina's story?
I don't possibly have the time to tell you of her many amazing exploits. Claudina is a renowned figure when it comes to the study of the supernatural. She's had a lustrous career and published much of her work. You should read some. She's my hero.
How'd you convince her to let you be her assistant then?
It wasn't easy. Claudina built her business herself. After her husband died, she used his fortune to pursue her studies and has been on her own ever since. But I think she saw the benefit in a pair of young hands and an eager mind.
Okay, what do these traps do then?
Oh, what a wonderful question. I won't bore you with the details, though they are fascinating. Essentially, these traps will magically weaken the spirit. Once it passes through the physical barrier, the warding spells render it unable to move.
So you've done it before?
Absolutely! My very first case with Claudina, we captured a very powerful ghost with such a trap. I'll never forget. It burst forth from the wardrobe and I nearly died of fright. Thankfully, Claudina pushed me out of the way, just in time.
Just in time, you say. Claudina?
Phoebe convinced you to help us, did she? You have my thanks. But I hope you're prepared to work. This is a very serious responsibility. We owe it to these people to ease their fears. This is my life's work. I do not take it lightly.
Okay, and who are you?
My name is Claudina Ildine. I deal in the supernatural and strange. Sometimes that means reuniting families with their lost loved ones that were taken too soon. Other times it means hunting dark, malicious spirits in ancient ruins.
So what are you doing here in Blackreach?
Phoebe and I go where there is need. Our work often takes us to strange places, though I will admit this place tops the list. There are restless spirits everywhere. They exist on the peaks of mountains, just as they do in the underbelly of the earth.
So that's what you think is happening here?
It's too soon to tell. I have endless theories, but I need more evidence. I would be happy to indulge your curiosities after our business here is concluded. But, as it stands, I cannot afford to become distracted by mere possibilities.
So, I don't know. Is she a charlatan or is she the real deal?
I don't know, man.
I get a kind of Ghost Adventures vibe out of this.
What an exciting
That's what I was
case.
gonna say.
Simply
I was
must
gonna
write
say,
down
like,
this
on the
new
next
evidence.
adventures of Ghost
Focus on the
Hunters.
task at hand.
And then they started
There will be
talking, and I
time
was
for
like,
that
well,
later.
I don't know.
He's not talking like Frodo Baggins though, so I don't know.
Frodo vibes.
Placing traps. All right. Like, also, like, how do we know that this is anything but, like, the numerous creatures around here? Vampires, werewolves, Charis, Dwemer. Getting that one?
Can't find. Oh, there it is. There was no pointer on the ground.
Below and below. All right. So there is a tunnel that goes under this town here.
Gotcha.
In the ass to get to. Is it this? No, it's blocked off. Alright. See if we can get to this other one here. Nope, it's above me.
Oh.
Somewhere above me.
Did I miss something?
No, I think it's here, maybe? I think right here somewhere. Here we go.
Hey.
Got it. Okay, meet back in the middle. That's Phoebe, right?
Yeah.
You're back! Did you have any trouble setting up the traps?
Wait.
Great work!
Oh, shit.
You're back!
Finish the place.
Good work. You're a natural. Have you ever considered making this your life's work? It's really quite rewarding, and you certainly have the aptitude for it. Anyway, I'm sure Elle will be relieved to hear that they're all set up now.
Who's Elle?
Elle Bitterblade, the head of Dusktown. She hired us, though she's been understandably doubtful since her husband, Overseer Earlvar, kicked us out of the mines earlier. Maybe you could help smooth things over by telling her the traps are set up?
I'll talk to Elle, I guess.
Oh, thank you so much. Claudina and I are good with the spirit side of things, but we struggle with people. If you talk to Elle and assure her that we're doing everything we can, she'd probably feel better. She should be right outside the mines.
Why'd you get kicked out of the mines?
Well, remember what I said earlier about the traps? We had an incident with the mine foreman, but he wasn't in any danger. We freed his leg easily and got all the paint off. We fixed the traps, but nonetheless, the mines are off limits to us now.
So it's a paint trap.
Claudina, say more about your process. I want to capture everything in my notes.
Nah. I was listening to see if they said something else. This way.
This way? But like, I guess, cause she was talking about paint, so I guess like it coats the ghost, but like, I don't know.
Calls the ghost, and then they take a look down at their ghostly figure, and they realize they got fat when they got dead, and they just leave because they're so embarrassed.
I thought we were trying to keep this place
Chunky
a
boys.
secret, and they sure didn't look like miners to me.
Two different things, I guess. Whatever.
Yeah, I noticed that too. I thought it was just me.
Greymoor, please. There's no need for alarm.
But Captain Agaron is missing now. Who will protect us?
We don't need protection. We're perfectly safe.
You're wrong. There's something evil haunting this place, and we're its next victims.
I hope this investigation wraps up quickly. There's work to be done.
Yeah, I can tell you finished up setting the traps.
Are you another one of that woman's assistants? Look, when I hired those two, they assured me that they had things well in hand. But we've got another person missing, and my people are scrambling over themselves in their fear.
Who's missing?
My town guard, Captain Agron. He was last seen at the administrative offices, but then he didn't show up for his posting. He just up and vanished, same as the others.
Where do you think he wandered off to?
Possibly, but I wouldn't have taken Captain Agron for a deserter. If you're helping those ghost hunters, would you take a look in the offices? My people are scared. I'd like to have a working theory to give them at least.
All right, check the offices.
Here, take my keys. They'll give you access. But please, keep your investigation out of the mines. After that incident this morning, Erlvar only wants workers down there. Best to keep everyone safe.
What do you think is really going on here?
At this point, I'm ready to believe it's all a grand joke being played at my expense. I don't know if it's just miners wandering off, or if it's malevolent spirits. But if this doesn't get figured out soon, my whole operation is going under.
Can you tell me more about this consortium?
I started this venture with my husband. Supposing all of this chaos doesn't completely ruin us, our goal is to be the first to capitalize on Blackreach's frontier. A few days ago, I would have told you we were doing just that. Now, I'm not so sure.
Are you investigating this now as well? We already have too many people involved as it is.
You should get out of Blackreach while you still can, stranger. The mines are haunted. Our leaders may be trying to pretend nothing's wrong, but they're not fooling anyone. This place is angry. We never should have come down here.
You think the mines are haunted?
What else could it be? The job offer I responded to promised profits from a new and exciting secret mining venture. But ever since we got down here, we've had nothing but trouble. There's something evil in Blackreach, and it ain't worth the money.
Do you think the ghost hunters Ellie are hired are helping?
Hard to say. They seem capable enough. But what if what we're up against is too big for them? This whole place is one giant unknown. Blackreach doesn't abide by the same rules as everywhere else. Maybe its spirits don't either.
Ellie and Overseer Over seem to think the people are missing or wandered off.
I don't think either of them really believe that. They're just trying to keep everyone from panicking. They can only make excuses for so long. Sooner or later, they'll have to come to terms with the fact that something down here wants us all dead.
Well,
Huh. Is it vampires though?
that's like there's so many things that what you killed down here, and they don't mention any of it. So I'm like,
Yeah.
all right, Scoob, let's go figure out this mystery.
I was gonna do the voice, but then I was like, oh my god, it would
The
probably be
locals say
horrible.
Captain Agron disappeared from this very
You just gotta
site.
commit.
It's locked. We must find a way inside.
Talk to the spirits to open the door for you, maybe?
Oh good, you're just in time. We've hit a wall in the investigation.
Mm-hmm.
How did it go with Elle?
Did you really hit a wall or did you hit a door? She gave him the keys to investigate the offices.
Oh, great! That's wonderful! Now we don't have to find another way inside. I keep telling Claudina you're a natural. You've just taken to all of this so splendidly. I'm thrilled you get to participate in the ceremony.
A ceremony?
I envy you, getting to experience it for the first time. Basically, if Captain Agron disappeared here, there might be some kind of spiritual residue left over from whatever took place. We need to conduct a ritual to try and harness it.
I guess I can help with the ceremony.
Here, you take the spirit summoning whistle. When I spread the salts, you blow it. And if there are any spirits remaining in the area, the tone will force them out of hiding. It's a big responsibility, but I know you're ready for it.
Does it actually work?
It varies by situation, but I've seen it work well over a dozen times. Some spirits find it more annoying than anything, but others are very susceptible to the sounds. There are few supernatural beings that can ignore it, however.
Don't let your guard down for a second.
We got dog whistle.
What we'll find in there.
Yes.
Phoebe gets excitable, but make no mistake, whatever we're dealing with will likely not go easy on us.
I want to know what are the ones that ignore it.
Empathetic ghosts. Lazy ghosts.
In here is powerful. Don't you think, Claudina? We're onto something. All right, here go the smelling salts. Get ready with the whistle. Do you hear that? It's coming from upstairs.
Slow down, Phoebe. Be vigilant.
Did you see that basket move?
Investigate.
Investigate.
A spirit!
Phoebe, wait. What have I told you about jumping to conclusions?
What was that?
A kitty cat.
So cats are spirits. That confirms it.
The alternative is a lot worse.
Oh, above. Say to do. Oh, read the note.
Yeah.
Petra Argen, I implore you to stop the investigating disappearances so loudly. If word gets out the miners are disappearing, the town will panic. You know how superstitious the workers are. I'm sure a logical explanation will surface soon. If you must continue this, we can speak in privately about how you may do it subtly. Meet me by the caverns behind the towns and talk a reasonable plan of action. I would invite you to my office, but again, discretion is of utmost importance. Let's not attract any more attention than we have to. Ulvar. I read the note.
Oh, we gotta talk to Claudina.
I might have to log out, log in. Not showing up for me. Yeah, it's stuck on the read note portion.
Did you see that basket move? A spirit!
Phoebe, wait. What have I told you about jumping to conclusions?
Cat. All right, let me know when you've got the note.
Okay.
Just joining group when you're ready. Okay, you all set?
Yep.
All right, bug averted.
You'll have
Yay!
to forgive Phoebe. She's still young, and for all her scholarly knowledge, she's prone to startle with the slightest provocation. Did you find anything worthwhile?
I found proof that Captain Arjun was looking for the missing miners.
Let me see that. This is from Earlvar, the mine overseer. Could it be mere coincidence that the town guard investigating the mystery of the miners just happens to be the next to go missing? I think not. There is something amiss here.
Are you familiar with the cavern he mentions?
I have some idea. There's one just below, tucked away in the back of the town. Phoebe may be indisposed for the moment, so I'm counting on you to join me. Keep her whistle on you. We may need it.
Skittish partner.
What was all that screaming?
Oh, no worries here. All part of the
Wait.
process. I assure you.
Huh.
Part of the process.
Totally.
I'm certain these are the caves mentioned in the letter. Use the spirit whistle here. What was that? It came from inside.
Use a spirit whistle here, okay. Uh-oh. Dead buddy.
Uh-oh.
No! Gods, no! Captain Agaron, he's dead. How can he be dead?
Hmm?
This wasn't supposed to happen. None of this was supposed to happen.
What's going on here?
I don't know. I was supposed to meet Captain Agron, but as I passed the caves, I heard a cry. I ran in to find him bleeding out. He died before I could ask what happened. Agron was a fine man. He didn't deserve this fate. This is unacceptable.
Did you see what attacked him?
No, I didn't. You two need to leave. Stop investigating this. Gather your assistant, pack your things, and get out of Blackreach. This is getting far too dangerous, and I don't want to see anyone else get hurt. Please.
What do you mean?
We're wasting time. Just go.
We need to talk.
So, something on the timeline doesn't make sense.
Like,
Okay, so the Overseer and Bitter, what's her name? They're talking about the captain going missing, right? Then we go investigate his room and we find he has a letter to the Overseer. Then the
Right.
Overseer, who supposedly said he was missing, comes by and finds him dead. Like, why does he have a letter to the Overseer if he's missing? Why didn't he just be like, oh, he's just gonna wait for me in the cave?
right.
Alright, let's talk to Cladina.
I feel Overseer Erlvar knows more than he told us. The last thing we should do is heed his advice to quit now.
Why would he mislead us? Otherwise, he already has.
That I do not know, but he seems to be increasingly agitated as we continue to investigate. I may deal in spirits more often than I deal with the living, but I know when I'm being led by the nose. He's hiding something. Let's find out what.
How do we do that?
Captain Agaron's wounds are fresh, which means the culprit can't have gone far. We didn't see anything on our way in, so whatever attacked him must have left through the other side of the cave. We should see if we can pick up its trail.
Alright.
Come, it can't have gone far.
Is he a vampire?
I thought it was an exit there.
Oh, I thought it was too. I want to bet the Overseer is either a werewolf or a vampire.
Or a thrall of some type.
Yeah.
Or he's getting paid to, like, you know, feed minors to people.
Yes.
Look! Whatever killed Captain Agaron must have triggered one of our traps. There's footprints.
I mean,
Let's go,
Overseer
Scoob.
did leave.
But he went the other way.
Oh, touche.
These are kind of, like, far apart footprints, though. Like, is he, like, jumping from place to place here?
It's the were-rabbit. Wallace and Gromit time.
Oh, God. One Piece time?
Yes.
Conveniently, the footprints show up every time we take a turn.
Yeah.
Oh, over here?
Oh.
This way? Yep.
Curious. Spirits don't use trap doors.
Let me in.
Trespassing. Gotta sneak.
Be one
Sneaky
with
snake.
the shadows. We cannot afford to be seen.
I have 1,000,000 gold. I can be afforded to be seen all I want.
I have so many
A
pardon needed.
strange mist. Follow it.
Oh, that's a vampire mist right there. Oh, and look.
Yeah.
This is one of those Dwemer, what do you call it?
ruin thingy?
It's one of their like giant automatons, basically.
I couldn't recognize what it was until it backed up. Time to go fishing for a vampire.
Stay low.
Bruick, killing Captain Agron was not part of our deal.
I am a vampire, Erlvar. I have needs. I made that clear when you hired me.
I hired you to protect my people. This was not what we agreed. You've taken it too far.
Who are you to reprimand me? You haven't seen too far. Just wait.
The pieces all coming together.
Yes.
Overseer Erlvar employed a vampire to protect the mine. How dastardly. I believe that explains the missing miners quite succinctly. He must have given the vampire people in exchange for protection for the rest of his workers. But from what, I wonder?
We should probably tell Elle what we discovered, right?
Not yet. Despite our ingenious detective work, right now it's still the Overseer's word against ours. And he's already given Elle reason to distrust us. What we need is definitive proof, then she'll have to listen.
Alright, how do we find that then?
I believe the Overseer's office is just across the mine. We should investigate. Of course, we have to find a way in first. Perhaps you could pick the lock, or steal his key. I'm somewhat out of my element now.
I'll find a way in.
Excellent. You are truly the purveyor of justice Phoebe made you out to be. Just be careful. If we manage to get ourselves caught, we won't get the chance to prove anything.
Look at all these people just like sneaking around.
That Khajiit's name is Nasty Secrets.
Don't ask what nasty secrets they have, please.
I want to know.
You okay with picking a lock in? Or
Yeah.
picking the lock? Okay.
These petty criminals are such an irritation.
There's mischief about.
Mischief managed?
Yes.
You do not want to know, Cheshire.
All kinds of strange creatures down here. Don't even know what half of them are.
No witnesses.
No witnesses.
He's got a scuba pipe on him anyway, so. Oh, notes. Letter to the Overseer.
What did you find?
More and more vampires arrive at Blackreach every day. Their attacks grow more frequent. I can only fight off so many before your miners realize the danger and abandon this town. I believe that Captain Argeny already suspects something. You must speak with him as soon to quell his concerns. As promised, I am doing all I can to protect your venture. But with the rising attacks, the situation is more arduous than anticipated. Due to increase the risk, I'll require additional blood donors, preferably weaker targets whose disappearance will likely go unnoticed. If you have any reservations about this, remember that I have proof of our arrangement. If you want this to remain between us, do as I ask. Brooke.
That look on your face. Tell me you found something.
Proves that overseers gave the miners to the vampire in exchange for the miners' protection.
And explains what he was trying to protect his people from. It is not enough to simply turn this evidence over to Elle. I was hired to help this town. Spirits or no, I have a responsibility. We must stop this horror.
So what do you do?
The vampire seemed as though he was threatening Overseer Urvar at the end of their altercation. Perhaps he's planning some kind of retaliation. If so, there's a chance we could catch him in the act if we find him.
Let's track him down.
We need to investigate the mines. There has to be a clue that will point us in the direction of that monster. Let's leave here. Dusktown needs us.
All right. How you doing, Arbor? Are you ready?
Yep.
You're to save Blackreach in Dusttown,
Yes.
so people can profit off the exploits of mining it. Uh-oh.
This has to be the vampire's doing. I bet he didn't stop at one. Look for more.
Up here?
Maybe?
Yes. He's a thirsty boy.
Yeah.
The vampire. Follow him, but stay out of sight.
Swiggity swooty.
Wow, that booty.
Yes.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Rock.
You've been discovered. Oh no, we found another corpse. Damn that vampire.
Where'd he go?
Over this way. It goes this way. I like how miners are just working on top of bodies of their past selves.
Yes. They are
We
unaware.
have to stop him.
Alright, we gotta talk.
Curse him. We'll never be able to catch him like this. How do we apprehend a man who can vanish into thin air right before our eyes?
You have anything you can trap him?
Vampires do not obey the same laws as specters and ghosts. My tools would be useless against him. Unless... Phoebe's whistle. Do you still have it? It's designed to emit a tone that's unsavory to immortal creatures. Perhaps it will disturb him.
You think it's gonna work?
It's impossible to say without evidence. But it wasn't made specifically with spirits in mind, so there is a chance. Go on, try it. This is the only plan we've got. There he goes. Follow him.
He ain't happy.
Don't slow down.
Yeah.
Got a lot of ground to cover.
More bodies. He's leaving a trail.
Why? Why does he leave a trail?
Guards should arrive at any moment to
Cause he's
trespass.
thirsty.
We're gonna have a large bounty after all this.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, did I leave behind? Sorry. Somebody else is ahead of me.
Come. He's not getting away.
You'll die like all the rest.
Oh, she's a Templar too.
Yeah.
Vial of blood. Glass full of thick red liquid, clear and fresh blood smells thick of iron. List of targets. Our following leaders have been underperforming as of late. If they disappear, they will not be missed. I hope they make suitable donors for you. Please make the deaths quick. I do not want them to suffer needlessly. Ardid, drunk, disorderly behavior. Devitt, stole from the mess hall. Orid, lazy, performs half the work. A word of caution: the miners are starting to grow concerned about these disappearances. The more you can space these out, the better. I don't want Ellie getting wind of this arrangement. Things have ended both. Things will end badly for both of us should my wife discover the involvement. Overseer Novar.
We have our proof. Let us return to Dusktown.
He's immortal. Came back.
Ha!
Hey there, Marine. Like asking a dog to do his dog whistle. Whee!
Oh,
Oh, you missed the water.
That was rough. That was rough.
Yeah, I heard your legs break as you fell down there.
What is it?
I'm also crunchy. Take my money.
Oh, you have to pay a bounty.
Yeah. And all the crap I stole went with it, but whatever.
This is ridiculous. You can't waltz in here and accuse me of such a thing.
My husband would never do something so insane. I don't suppose you have any proof?
Proof? What proof could they possibly have?
Go on, my brave apprentice. You should have the honor of presenting the evidence to Elle. You certainly worked hard enough for it. It's time everyone learns what kind of man Overseer Erlvar really is.
Baby?
So worried about you and Claudina. I'm glad you're back safe. You can regale me with the story later. Go and talk to Elle.
Alright. Alright. Overseer?
This entire charade is ridiculous. No one will listen to a word you say.
Really? Alright, Elle. Let's talk.
You and your associates accuse my husband of outrageous actions. Making deals with monsters? Murder? I hope you have a damn good reason.
It's true. Here's the proof.
Let me see that. Donors? But I don't understand. You can't mean... Erlvar was feeding innocent miners to a vampire in order to keep everyone safe? How could this happen? How could I not have known? These were my people!
He did try to confront the vampire, but it's already too late.
The fact that he realized he was in over his head doesn't excuse the abhorrent decision in the first place. This is sickening. We both want to protect our people, but to think he'd resort to something so barbaric.
Well, you have your answer now.
You're right. We would have been left to wonder and kept losing people were it not for you and those two over there. Just tell me one thing. Did you kill the vampire responsible?
Oh yeah, he's dead.
Good. Good. At least there's that. Erlvar, you foolish man. What have you done?
Hang him. What do you gotta say, Over?
Everything is ruined. I swear to you, I was only trying to keep my people safe.
Oh, this intern today? Oh, sorry, Marie.
Another case solved. Though we weren't dealing in spirits today, I have no doubt you'd make a fine ghost hunter. You have a natural talent for investigation. Elle has my sympathy. It is not easy to condemn someone you love.
She seems to be taking it well, though. What?
She's strong. She will be fine. Anyway, it was an honor to work with you. If you ever find yourself tangled in the world of spirits again, I do hope you'll seek us out. Here, take this for your time. You undoubtedly deserve it.
But we didn't get involved with spirits. We got involved with vampires. Again. No.
You know, I think Phoebe looks up to you. You've become a point of inspiration for her. I know we both hope our paths cross again.
Oh, you two gonna stay in Dust Town?
Perhaps. I still sense dark energies here. This place writhes with uneasy spirits. Overseer Erlvar was the culprit this time, but with him removed, perhaps the true spiritual mysteries of Blackreach will unravel themselves.
Are you happy we caught him?
Happiness is not something I often associate with my line of work. Dealing with the dead is often a somber affair. But dealing with the living can be too, I suppose. I am merely satisfied with our end result.
I did what was needed.
You did it!
You should be thanking me.
Erlvar, you fool.
Oh, he's sleeping on the couch.
You did it! I can't believe this was only your first case. You were incredible. You remind me of Claudina. Oh, I want to be more like both of you. Fearless, strong, unbeatable. Thank you for stepping up to help. We couldn't have done this without you.
Are you disappointed we didn't deal with any actual spirits?
Yes and no. I was rather excited about the possibility of encountering a spirit down here. This is unmapped territory in both the physical and spiritual sense, after all. But I am glad we were able to help these people. It feels good to be of use.
What are you gonna do with Claudine now?
I'm not quite sure. Claudina and I travel all over, wherever the work takes us. But wherever we end up, I hope you'll seek us out. Next time you see me, I'll be much braver and have quite a few more cases under my belt.
Hmm?
Much to do. I only did what I thought was necessary.
Why would you agree to work with him?
I had no choice. We couldn't stop the attacks ourselves. We would have kept losing people if I hadn't made a deal with him. At least working with Bruick allowed me to control our losses. Losing one worker a week instead of 5 felt worth it.
You lost like 20 people along that beating spree. You ever suspect he was going to betray you?
No. I thought I had him in the palm of my hand. I provided him with a steady supply of blood, and I mistakenly thought that meant he relied on our working arrangement. He showed me the error of my ways. Now I'm paying the price for it.
Why don't we just hang this guy?
Because I don't know.
Terrible.
Because he's not worth the rope.